Welcome to Kinship Unfiltered. I brewed this coffee wrong on purpose.
That's comforting.
And it's this guy's job to figure out what's wrong with it.
Oh, baby. Is it going to hurt me to keep drinking this?
I went too far.
What is that? Oh, boy.
Let's get started. Round one. All right, so Hunter just walked away, so he's not going to know what's going on back here. The goal here is an improper, uneven extraction, which is a common thing found with people when they're first learning how to pour. Maybe if you don't have a gooseneck kettle. And then the combination of it also having really improper grind settings just going to make this flow really fast, and hopefully we're getting a really uneven, under-extracted cup. This is our Costa Rican experimental process, but it's a light roast. I mean, you can just tell it's very, very, very light and opaque. So we'll see if Hunter can give this a try. I'm gonna go get him. All right, so y'all know what happened to this coffee, but Hunter does not.
I'm very nervous. Yeah. I don't know if the people at home know, I'm not. I worked in, this coffee shop a decade ago now. So I have very small coffee knowledge, but I only worked here because I was your brother. I don't have.
Yeah, but you were my brother. It's in the genes. That's why I'm so good at disc golf.
I don't think that's true. But we're about to find out. More what I'm nervous is that I'm going to think that this is just I'm going to taste it and be this is how I brew my coffee every day. This is great.
Yeah. Well, if so, we're going to help you figure that out as well.
Yeah, that'd be a whole different problem, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think, and I'm going to save some.
I'm going to say, am I going to want this whole cup?
No. So I'm going to save some for myself as well. So we're going to have 3 rounds, and your goal is going to be trying to figure out what the brew mistake is. And I'm trying to see if the common, home barista is able to figure out, what's wrong. And I'm going to describe how we can fix it. And also trying to just hear how he describes flavor. And that's going to be interesting to me. Yeah. And then also hopefully it'll be able to help people at home be if this is how you're describing it, maybe this is how you can fix it. So you're going to be guessing, the normal things within a pour over. So what can go wrong? So ratio, grind setting, how I was pouring, stuff like that would be the parameters.
So here we go.
I mean, I'm able to tell.
I hope you're able to.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I hope you're able to tell. It tastes like you didn't use enough coffee.
Didn't use enough coffee. Okay. So that
it tastes to me, it tastes like there's just watered down weak. Is how I feel I want to describe this.
Yeah. And as the cup's cooling, we're going to be able to taste it more. And so right now with where we're at, it's, you're going to be able to get a base.
I'm guessing that means I wasn't right.
No, but we're going to figure out this together. Cause even by the color, you can tell that, the color of the coffee was a little bit more opaque. So we're in the right realm, but we're not quite at the right answer. What are you describing as far as what you're tasting? Because this is our Costa Rica experimental process. So what kind of flavors are you getting? Describe to the people at home what you're tasting to a degree.
It's got a little bit of acidity, but not a ton. And it also it tastes very muted to me for some reason.
Okay, I can kind of gather some of these flavors that are here. There still is you still have some of the same fruit notes. It's still a memory of what was there, but you can just tell it's obviously not quite right.
Yeah, no, I can definitely tell that.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying they're muted, or is that the wrong way of
muted? Muted is definitely a fine thing. They're not as expressive for sure.
Okay.
So the goal is not just guessing. Is it weak or strong? It's gonna be what did I do wrong? And
I think so. I'm locking this in.
Okay.
I'm locking this in. I think that your brew ratio was off and that you used too much water. I don't know the technical term for that, but I think you just used, your ratio was off to where you used less coffee than you should have for the amount of water here.
Perfect.
Final answer.
All right. Final answer. No. You went wrong. You were
Did it go the other way.
What's funny is it's actually a 15 ratio, or slightly over because I was pouring so haphazardly. It's supposed to be a 15 ratio. So it's a 20 gram pour. Yeah. And it was to 300. So the ratio is actually lower than I would even typically in specialty coffee elements. A lot of times you'll see 16 or 17.
Yeah, I go 20 to 320.
Yeah. So this is 311. So this is actually stronger in the ratio.
Funny.
But when we think of ratio, and ratio will determine strength. But one of the other things that will determine strength is grind setting. And so contact time.
So is this coarser?
This is super coarse.
Oh,
I just cranked.
So the water ran through it.
Oh yeah.
Super fast.
I did not even hit 2 minutes.
Oh, fascinating.
So yeah, this is an exaggerated pour over. But in reality, like this is what, if you're tasting at home, you're like, oh man, it's not quite as like, I was hoping to get like some more sourness, which you said the acidity when you have an uneven extraction, because hopefully they could see it as well. The way I was pouring kind of on the sides. I wasn't really trying to pour in the middle. I wasn't trying to make sure all the grounds were even. And so you're trying to get that like sourness mixed with like, you still have some of the flavor that's still there, but like you tasted the acidity as like sourness, I guess, because it's really under extracted.
That's exactly this. Yeah. That makes sense. I should have put 2 and 2 together. Had all the tools and I didn't use them. Yeah,
and that's the thing at home is like when you're trying to look at stuff. I mean, like there's a lot of different parameters, and like having like one little thing be off. I mean, I made it more complicated, but that's as easy. One little tiny mistake, changing the grind setting, and then we would have had a completely different cup here. Yeah. So
I mean, all in all, I would still drink this.
Oh yeah, I'm actually like, I'm like, dang, I actually almost finished this entire cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'm about to drink way too much coffee for my daily limit. I'll stop there.
Well, this is gonna be fun then. All right, on to round 2. All right, that was pretty fun. Let's mess with Hunter a little bit further. This time, I'm breaking out the purge beans. Now, these beans were roasts that didn't go well, or coffee that essentially was not going to be used on bar. It's kind of just garbage. But in reality, what I'm going to simulate is using older coffee beans, because nothing's wrong with this coffee, but it doesn't taste good. It doesn't smell quite right, I'll tell you that. I mean, it still smells like coffee, but like any like terroir or like flavor notes that we would have intended to have these beans to have, it's completely gone. So really curious as to what Hunter thinks I did to this coffee. That's dripping out, so I'm gonna go get him and then we'll see what he thinks. Oh, Hunter. Cool.
There's water in my cup, sorry.
You're good. All right, round 2. So we'll see if he can have any better luck this time around. I'm curious as to how this one tastes. I mean, I was curious last.
It make me feel good that you don't like. You seem uncertain about this one. As I was walking over, he's like, "Yeah, I can't really give you much information if you have to ask questions. Like, I don't really know much." And I was like, "That you made the coffee. That doesn't help me. Like, that doesn't give me a sense of like."
I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. I have the answer, but and I did like.
Does not smell good.
Well. Okay. That is the first 10. It does not smell good. I'm
not as excited to taste this one because the smell. That's diner coffee.
Yeah.
If I've ever tasted it.
Yeah. I didn't even know I could make that.
That's Waffle House special. Yeah. Like if you give me just a big old pancake with chocolate chips drizzled with syrup, and sit this next to me, all it's missing is the smell of cigarette smoke.
Ooh, well, I can call someone in. We can get Aiden back in here.
That's all it's missing here.
Oh, that's truly unpleasant.
That's coffee.
Yeah,
that's like when you when you're like when someone says they don't like coffee. This is what I picture they're talking.
Yeah, this is it.
Because this is just like when someone's like, "You like black coffee?" Oh, I'm like, you don't know what I'm talking about. Now, how you got here, I don't know.
Yeah. This is roasted in house. This is our coffee. Me or David roasted this coffee using.
What the heck did you do to this?
Like, do you have any idea of like what coffee this is?
No.
There's not much.
There's not flavor notes here.
What's wrong with this coffee is not just it can be a little bit outside of just even like the brew parameters.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
So good luck.
Did you hold a lighter to it? Did you like?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I actually made that harder for him instead of making it any easier. But I don't think he was gonna get it. So.
I don't think I'm gonna get it. No, I don't think I'm gonna get any of these. I'm gonna have the punishment looming over my head.
I keep taking sips of it, and I'm like, I need to stop. I know what's wrong with it, and I keep drinking it for some reason. I'm like, what am I doing?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have no clue because if my guess would have been that you got like Folgers.
Okay.
That would have been the guess I gave you.
Okay. Here, big hint.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with Folgers? It is our coffee.
Yeah.
It's our green coffee. It's our roast. So if those two things are true, then what else would make Folgers bad? That's the only thing I'll leave it there. That might have given away too much.
You could have given away a lot more before.
Oh, really?
Too much.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like typically, and maybe this is about to say something bad about me, but typically when I get like, I'm at the beach and my father-in-law brought his coffee, shout out Greg. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll rock with the boys this week. It's always way finer. ground
Okay.
that I would go.
Okay.
So I don't know if that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just land there.
Go
I'm gonna
for
say
it.
that you went the other way.
I went the other way.
This is really fine, almost like espresso level.
Fantastic.
Round.
Yeah, I was like, you know what would be fun is just doing the opposite.
I don't think you did, but it's the only answer.
Okay, we'll lock it in.
Locked in.
Big X again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
I know.
What?
Yeah.
What did you do to this?
It's not really what I did to it. It's more about what it is. So what this is, what this is our purge beans. And so
Okay, so it's just really
old. No, really old.
Oh, interesting.
We don't roast on purpose for purge. What happens is if we have a roast that doesn't meet our quality, then we'll have it be tossed into a purge thing, which can be used to like for cleaning out the grinders, if we're like trying to season burrs. So going through essentially, it's not going to be. We never drink this like ever, and so I didn't even know what this was going to taste like.
All this is just really old.
It's just really old. Even when it brewed, the water just like it didn't have like any CO2 so instead of blooming and stuff. Yeah. I ground it on 6, which is like where I would grind for the same recipe. And typically you would see like the CO2 in the bloom and then it'll rise and go back down depending on how fresh the coffee is. But this coffee, I poured the water and it just kind of like fell right through and I was like, whoa, that was really fast. So brewed faster, probably 3 months old. And so we think 3-4 month old coffee. You know, what happens is like the flavor not only degrades to the point where it's like, oh yeah, you might, after a month or two, it might be a shadow of what it was.
Yeah.
But this is not even a shadow. This is like.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I could have got there. There. That's not unrealistic for me to have gotten there.
Yeah. If you let coffee age enough, you're going to just lose a lot of the volatile compounds and like the aromatics. And so when you lose all those aromatics, it's like you're left, especially with a medium roast like this. So we're thinking about also in the realm of like Folgers and Starbucks and stuff like more developed coffees that also get really old. Yeah. You get this diner type of coffee, church coffee, very just muted.
No, I've had this exact cup.
Oh, yeah.
Waffle House. And I kind of was a little nostalgic. I just felt like I was at a diner, chumming it up with the boys, eating a waffle. I've officially lost, but let's do round 3.
Yeah, we'll do round 3 anyways, and we'll see what his punishment is.
For the fun.
Yeah.
Round 3 might be a
That's actually basic. Yeah, like, so far already has been kind of a punishment. This was already punishment for me too. Today, I'm going to be brewing with the Apex. How'd that happen? Sick. That just shattered y'all's mineral water everywhere. So for round 3, I'm going to be using the Apex Lab mineral concentrates. So in general, what they want you to do is like use this dilution chart, but I'm going to toss that thing and I'm just going to see how much minerals we can add to the water and see if we can trick Hunter a little bit. This is their tonic, which is supposed to bring out more vibrant, bright, and juicy notes. But when you use too much minerals, or if you use water that just has too much minerals, it'll completely ruin your coffee. So we're going to see just how far we can push the mineral content of this water. And I'm brewing on the Guatemala Comanita, which isn't it's not a super vibrant coffee, but it's a very light roast and it has a nice blackberry note. And if you added a little bit of the tonic, it'd make that vibrant blackberry note stand out. But if you add a ton of it, well, we're gonna find out. So I'm gonna be brewing the Guatemala Comanita on the 4-6 method. This is one of my favorite coffees just of all time because I've been to the farm and I've also just brewed it on this recipe countless times. I mean, dozens of times in the last few weeks. So I know exactly how this should taste, which is good because now I'm going to know exactly how it shouldn't taste if you get my drift. Catch my drift. All right, so the brew is done. I'm going to actually back in here, tear it. I'm going to see. Let's see. You're supposed to just put a little bit, 1 gram, 30, shake well. It's 100 milliliters in here. They kind of want you to, do like a few drops like that, but I'm just gonna, that's what they meant you to do. So we're poured 4 grams in there into a 300 gram pour over. So for those playing along at home, don't do this. I'm gonna make sure this actually tastes bad before we let Hunter do this time. You know what? Screw it. 4 grams wasn't enough. We're gonna Apex, send me some more of the stuff. All right, so now we're up to 10 grams. There's 1/10 of the bottle. Again, don't do this. It's stupid. All right, cheers.
Oh, Hunter.
Cool. All right, final round.
Round 3.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. So
he was laughing when he called me out this time, so I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the brotherly love. It's
I do like that you're pouring it in your cup because that means it can't be so bad.
Oh, does that help?
I don't know. Felt like it might.
Oh, it's gonna be the new techniques.
cover everything else.
Yeah, can't smell.
Else in.
You don't want to smell the rest of the room. Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Cheers.
Ain't nothing left to do it. Oh man. Oh baby, that's something. That's something. Yeah, that's about right. That's right. Is it gonna hurt me to keep drinking this?
I went too far.
What is that? That's not. I don't think that should be going to my body. I don't know what it is, but you can convince me it's anything.
What's
it's
funny?
Not good.
Yeah. Well,
you added. This is not just coffee. Surely
it's coffee and water.
That's it.
There's minerals in the water.
Like you didn't like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna just dump a bunch of stuff in.
No. So I mean, again, if it wasn't anything like, if it was like lemon juice or something that would kill me, if it was like the.
Why did I go back for more? It's not good, and I'm not gonna learn anything from that. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh, what's funny is that there's a moment. There's a moment that the viewers at home saw where I decided to like double down. And I probably should have just not doubled down. It might be a little bit, I might have went a little bit too far.
I don't even know where to formulate a guess.
Okay.
But what I do know is that none of you at home should ever do it.
Yeah.
If coffee's in front of me, it's just a natural inclination. I'm going to sip it.
Especially on the camera.
That's not coffee.
I mean, it is coffee.
Final answer, that's not coffee. Lock it in.
Well, that's wrong.
I know.
Okay.
But that's my final answer. I'm standing on business there.
Okay.
That is not a cup of coffee. Different game.
Is that gonna be your
final answer?
Is that gonna be your actual guess? What I did?
I don't know where to begin.
No. What I'll say is that somebody at home could do this while trying to brew this coffee the right way. This is an overkill. All of it's been overkill to be fair.
Yeah.
This is like definitely like me. This is like you putting too much salt in the food and being like dumping the whole lid. In comparison to like spilling like a little bit too much salt. So like, yeah, this is not drinkable. But this is something that like people don't really like know how much this affects coffee. And people also like, this is still ultimately water and coffee.
So is this just really hard water?
Ooh, let's lock in a guess because we're in the right realm. Because I did say it's only coffee and water. You're in the water realm. Let's lock in. What's the problem with water?
I don't have to do it, but I'm gonna do it one more.
Okay. And
it's salt water.
Salt water. Okay, that's the final answer. Locking it. Oh man, you're drinking it too.
That's it.
Did you swallow all that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it not? Is that going to give me a tummy ache?
Oh man.
I drank all of that.
You don't got anything going on later, do you?
I just drank like half. Do I tell my wife?
No, you're
okay.
Good. I mean, maybe call her, but like you're good.
Okay.
No. So final answer. Salt water.
Salt water. Final answer.
No, not quite. But you're right on the cusp.
It's just something. There must be something in the water.
There is something in the water. That is very true. That would have been an answer that I might have even actually took was just something in the water.
Should have went with that one.
Yeah. So something is in the water. What I did was I'm actually gonna go get it.
While he's gone, he's holding me captive against my will. Help.
And I shattered it all in the video by accident just because it wasn't the way.
Is there glass in my cup?
No, there's no glass.
Water? There's glass in the water?
No, there's no glass. No, the other one broke. So this is Apex Lab, not a sponsor. So this is the tonic. So Apex Lab, well, essentially what they're doing is like they're creating minerals that you add to your water. Okay. And so if you have like distilled water or just like really pure water, it's actually not always the best for coffee. You actually should have some hardness in your water. It shouldn't be too hard, as you saw, and it shouldn't be too soft. If you use like tap water at home, it might not be this bad, of course, but this ruined the coffee, and all it is just adding minerals into the water. So like the tonic one is supposed to make it more vibrant and bright. Originally I put like 4 grams in it and I tasted it and I said, that's kind of nice. It was too much, but it was kind of nice. And I was really worried you just go, ooh, I felt like you wouldn't really have got it because it just tasted good. So then I doubled down and I got it up to 10 grams. I swear it went from being like kind of like, oh, this is nice, I would drink this, to poison in a cup.
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah, if you have bad water, you'll have bad coffee.
You poured more than your heart into that cup.
Yeah. Well, this bottle was like almost new, so you're not.
That I just drank.
You have a lot of mineral. It's mineral water.
That's good. Yeah.
We brewed coffee with mineral water. All right. So, what'd you learn today?
I learned that I was so close to being good, but I'm not.
Yeah, too close to the sun.
Yeah. No, I think it was actually a fun experiment, just because like I think that a lot of those things, obviously you went harder in the paint than most people would, but like
we do.
They were so drastically different.
Oh yeah.
And especially the old coffee one.
Oh,
like that's something where I've probably like almost made that mistake of just having a bag of coffee that's sent to me or something. It's just sitting in my shelf, and then a few months go by and I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. I'll drink it. Not realizing like how big of a difference that can make. That was fun. You ready for your punishment? I was born ready. All right. I've already been punished, but punish me again. Why not? Enjoy. This is his death cup or sludge cup. It's got some of the coffees we enjoy today, and I threw an extra big old handful of grounds from the purge bag. So Hunter's gonna be drinking this while we do the outro. So enjoy. Yeah, enjoy. It's real thick. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hoping to do this more often and enjoy it. It's so thick. And so next time tune in as I find new ways to have Hunter enjoy coffee in new ways, and also hopefully help educate you guys. You have anything you want to say? No? Oh man. Oh, he's enjoying that. So anyways, that's all for now, guys. See you next time. Yeah. Are you glad that it's coarse? Yeah, better than fun. Yeah.